If you're looking at homes in the Chicago suburbs, you've probably noticed something pretty shocking. Nearly $300,000 separates homes in Grange from homes in Tinley Park. And most people assume it's all about schools, or that's just how the market behaves. But after helping hundreds of families move to the Chicago suburbs, I've learned something surprising. The price gap is not what you think it is. Today we're diving into the real difference between these two awesome suburbs so that you can make the smartest move for your family. Let me start with might be the biggest difference in these two, their downtown areas and lifestyle. Grange's downtown has everything you'd want from top-notch suburban communities. And here we're talking about a National Register Historic District. That means over 1,000 historically important buildings dating from 1870 to 1930. The downtown also has awesome Georgian Revival style buildings. This includes the restored Village Hall from 1900 and the famous LaGrange Theater that reopened back in 2022. Now the walkable downtown runs along LaGrange Road, and it's packed with specialty shops, coffee places, and great restaurants. You've got numerous restaurants within the village borders with options like pizza, pasta, barbecue, you name it. There's just a lot of dining choices for a community of just around 16,000 people. One standout place is Marco's Kitchen. It earned a DR Garonia Award, I don't even know how to pronounce that, for being an exceptional restaurant, so it's really a big deal. Here's what makes it all special though. Tree-lined streets show off different home styles, which are Victorian, Colonial, Revival, Prairie School, and Queen Anne styles. In the best Chicago style, several properties were designed by icons like Frank Lloyd Wright, John Van Bergen, and Enoch Hill Turnock. Even the Stone Avenue Metro Station was built in 1901 using local stone. Keep all that in mind, we'll go back to this in a second, but this core basically shows off the area's old school architectural style for those who enjoy rich history. Now Tinley Park, it takes a completely different approach. Instead of historic walkability, this community focuses on shopping centers and big entertainment spots. The standout feature? The Credit Union One Amphitheater with room for over 28,000 people. It's literally one of America's best outdoor concert venues, having hosted legends like Bob Dylan, Whitney Houston, and Kiss. Also, recent approvals for Topgolf, possibly coming in 2026, and a bigger entertainment area shows the village keeps growing with family fun in mind. If completed, Topgolf will have more restaurants and bars and will be open throughout the year. But the village already has multiple newer neighborhoods. Brookside Glen is family friendly with newer homes. Fairmont Village and Tinley Downs have older neighborhoods with big trees, and Radcliffe Place is a 367 home area with bigger, more spacious houses. We'll see how all of this ties together at the end. And before we talk about price differences, let's see why the school quality might be the most important factor driving those contrasts. LaGrange's school reputation is well known. It centers around Lyons Township High School, ranked 39th out of 694 Illinois high schools in the 2025 U.S. News and World Rankings report. The overall score was a 95. The school also earned an exemplary rating on Illinois School Report Card, which is the highest rating a school can achieve. It's now among the top 10% of schools statewide. Elementary schools like Coasted Avenue Elementary ranked A on niche.com and 104th out of 1,927 elementary schools in Illinois. When you're talking about schools ranking in the top 5% statewide, the numbers speak for themselves. And Tinley Park offers solid school options, but they don't match LaGrange's statewide recognition. Tinley Park High School receives an A- grade from niche.com, ranking 137th among Illinois public high schools. Academic proficiency rates are below state averages though. Elementary and middle school students attend Kirby School District 140 and Community Consolidated School District 146, which earns a B+ on niche.com. High schoolers choose between Bremen High School District 228 and Consolidated High School District 230, which actually gets an A+ rank and is a good option for athletes because of their programs. The main school for Tinley for District 230 is going to be Andrew High School. But you might be thinking, okay, well, how much does this cost? Well, speaking of differences that affect daily life, let me tell you about the housing markets in these two areas. Before I do that though, I gotta ask for your subscription to this channel and let you know that I'm always available to help you find your next home in the Chicagoland area. I'll go back to that at the end, so for now, let's move on. So LaGrange's housing market shows a top-tier status, and it's all about historical prestige. Homes currently average over $600,000, but luxury properties get up over $1.2 million and beyond. Like I mentioned earlier, the historic district has architecturally important homes. This includes Wright design properties and other Prairie School masterpieces. Properties here show off historic charm with modern updates. Think original wood trim, crown molding, and period details in homes dating back to the 1890s. The market shows stability here too. Homes average just around a month on the market, Recent data shows some homes selling for 2% above the asking price on average. This shows not just higher prices, an extremely competitive market for buyers looking for these properties. And Tinley Park focuses mainly on affordability. Single-family homes average $330,000 on their list price, which is definitely more affordable. However, in newer communities and communities west of Harlem, for a detached single-family home, not a townhouse, not a condo, you're looking at $400,000 to $600,000 for homes in these areas. The community has newer neighborhoods built from the 1970s onward, and they give you modern features. You're close to shopping and highways, and we'll see more of those in a minute. Popular areas include Bristol Park, built in the mid to late 90s, Timber's Edge, and newer construction and planned communities like Radcliffe Place. Homes there range in size from 2,200 to 3,500 square feet. There's also a section of Tinley Park that is located in the highly coveted Lincoln Way East School District. It's called the Brookside Glen neighborhood, and it's north of 191st Street. It was annexed years ago by a developer who purposely placed it in that school district. Property taxes are higher here, but you get what you pay for in the jump from District 230 to Consolidated High School District 210, which puts you in that prestigious Lincoln Way East High School. Overall, properties focus on family-friendly layouts and modern features over historic character that you find in LaGrange. Tinley Park homes sell at or around asking price and take 30 to 50 days to go pending. It's a healthy but a little less competitive market than LaGrange, giving you some time to actually think things through. So the real estate data show clear differences. LaGrange buyers pay top price for historic character and architectural importance. Tinley Park buyers get a little bit more square footage and modern features for their money. I'll go back to the price points in a second, but what happens when we look at the commute and the location? For Chicago area professionals, the daily commute can make or break your quality of life. Let's compare these two areas and see the pros and cons. LaGrange gives you great commuter ease. First, because it's located just 13 miles from downtown Chicago. Second, the BNSF Metro line gives direct service to Chicago Union Station in 30 minutes with hourly trains. The village has two active metro stations, LaGrange Road and Stone Avenue. And residents have multiple transportation options here. You get easy access to I-290, I-294, and downtown Chicago routes. This closeness and infrastructure make LaGrange really attractive for professionals who need reliable, fast access to the city. You can get to the West Loop in 20 minutes from LaGrange. And there's another reality going on at Tinley Park, but here's something else to think about. When you're saving 20 to 30 minutes each way on your commute, that's nearly an hour of your life back every single day. Over the course of the year, we're talking 200 hours of personal time. Tinley Park sits around 24 miles from downtown Chicago, and it takes around 45 minutes via the Rock Island Metro line to LaSalle Street Station. So yeah, the commute is a little bit longer, but the community has two metro stations on Oak Park Ave and then the 80th Avenue stop. That gives you valid transit access via the Metro line. Now, the longer commute isn't a deal breaker, especially if you're working a hybrid or a fully remote schedule. But that extra 20 to 30 minutes each way adds up big time, and transportation costs over the years can get up there. And before you make any conclusions, let me show you how different the vibes of the communities are. You'll see what clicks with your personality and what doesn't. Let's further explain the price difference that we're debating. LaGrange has that prestige suburb vibe, historic downtown, architectural importance, and a tight-knit community. The village hosts cool community events, including the West End Art Festival, annual craft show, and festive holiday walk. Talking personalities, this community attracts professionals, families, and retirees looking for suburban sophistication with that city access. Residents can enjoy private clubs like the LaGrange Country Club, boutique shopping, and upscale dining within walking distance of their houses. So overall, there's a real sense of community pride here. When you walk through downtown LaGrange, you can see the investment in keeping that historic character and the commitment to a lively, walkable downtown. Tinley Park focuses on family features, modern conveniences, and entertainment options like Credit Union One Amphitheater and that planned Topgolf. Community events also happen, and they include the annual Tinley Park Rib Fest and the Summer Ale Trolley program, and family-friendly festivals like Fall Fest and Hometown Hoedown. And the village does have award-winning parks and public safety services. The character here is more about practical family living and modern ease, less about the historic charm and suburban sophistication or high-end properties, although they do have high-end properties in Tinley Park as well. Speaking numbers, the Cook County property tax shows Tinley Park homeowners pay a range of $6,000 to $10,000 per year. This compares to the LaGrange homeowners who pay $10,000 to $20,000 annually. LaGrange shows stronger market velocity, and a lot of properties sell within 30 days with steady year-over-year price appreciation. The village's historic district status and architectural importance really shoot for long-term value protection. Tinley Park shows steady and modest growth, with properties selling within 30 to 60 days. Like we've seen, the focus is on practical family living rather than the luxury positioning. So here's the bottom line on that $300,000 question. LaGrange LaGrange buyers pay top prices for a specific package. So historic architectural importance, top-rated schools, a walkable downtown with boutique shopping, and upscale dining. Also, a shorter and easier Chicago commute, high-end suburb status according to Niche's 2025 Best Suburbs in Illinois, and long-term investment stability. That's mainly because of the historic preservation incentives. And Tinley Park gives a compelling value through a different package. Lower housing costs overall, family-focused features and entertainment options, newer housing stock with modern conveniences, schools without top prices, and big entertainment venues. Is the extra $300K worthwhile? Totally depends on what you value most. Stick with LaGrange if you want prestige and better ranked schools. Choose Tinley if you want modern features and big cost savings without sacrificing quality of life. I'll say this, Tinley and LaGrange are two totally different vibes, but I could see myself personally living in either suburb. If you can afford LaGrange, I would definitely check it out and heavily consider it. If you like living close to the city vibe is much more prevalent in LaGrange. Like I said earlier, it's a 20-minute commute to West Loop, and that city prestige is relevant and prevalent as you walk through the neighborhoods. Tinley Park is a place I've lived personally. I've had family live there. It's a phenomenal place to raise your family. If you don't care about the city vibes and you're truly going for that pure suburban feel, you're gonna save a ton of money in Tinley Park, and you can still get into an elite school district if you live in Brookside Glen. Your kids can go to Lincoln Way East. Andrew High School and Tinley Park, there's really nothing to shake your nose at. They're not the best schools in the world, but your kid's gonna be okay if they go there. The only thing I can say for absolutely certain is that I can help you find the best possible option for your family. Being local to the burbs myself and having over 5 years of experience, I can answer all of your questions and target the non-negotiables for you. I know these markets inside and out, so shoot me a text, call, or email at john@cintichrealestate.com. I'll be waiting for your message. Before you go, if you're interested in LaGrange, you need to see my full deep dive on it. I walk you through the beautiful buildings and break down those insane market numbers. So watch that video next. I promise it'll surprise you.